Yes, people, it's myself, Sergeant, and this is Riché from Life for People Project. We're out here today at Big City Radio promoting Reflections Gallery, which is going to be at Handsworth Library on the 22nd of June.
Yes, make sure you catch us there. The launch event will be at the JAAG Festival and it will last for 10 weeks.
Yes, you got no excuse, all free zines, free photos, free music, stories and poems. We're going to go upstairs now with CC. We're going to be chatting to her for a bit from about 11:30. Big City Radio, 89.1 FM. Catch you there.
And welcome back to the Mid-Morning in Conversation show with me, CC, and of course our Denco.
Hey, how you doing?
Denco, you know when you see people floating about outside, because we've got a big glass here.
Floating?
Yeah, and you see people floating about outside and you think,
Yeah.
what are they doing? What are they up to?
Floating.
And you know me, being the nosy person I am.
Yeah, of course.
I went out and asked, what are you doing?
What do you?
What are you here for? And it turns out there's a project that I didn't even know about that's been going on. The project is called Life of Our People Project. I didn't know about it.
And if you don't know about it...
Exactly. Everybody should know about it. So if I didn't know I've got to make everybody else know about it.
Of
Anyway,
course.
so I've dragged them into the studio. So we've got Riché, who's Head of Comms and Engagement, and we've got Sarge, who's the Creative Lead. Welcome to the Mid-Morning in Conversation show, both of you.
Hello.
Now, first of all, Life of People Project, what is that about? I've never heard of it, didn't know nothing about it.
Until 5 minutes ago.
So I've been collecting photos over the past 5 years in our local communities in Handsworth Ward, Winson Green, Newtown, the ends basically. And as I take photos, I take a little interview with people as well. So you compliment a little bit and say, you look great, etc. You kind of you butter them up a bit. No, I'm joking. But you get a nice little conversation out of them.
Yeah.
And eventually, through that process of about 5 years, I started to notice that people were saying the same sort of things. They were talking about their cultural joys. They were talking about, how things are, because people are struggling right now. And a lot of that is being pushed under the carpet, and it needs to be put into an artistic form, in my mind. Something that people can enjoy, engage with, not a dry thing that's just written on paper, but something people can see themselves reflected in, something that people can hear their voices in, something that people can feel, this is my community. So then I've asked them to put this into poems, songs and stories, and lo and behold, we've got hundreds of photos now and about 8 artists on board, and we're putting together an exciting exhibition that's going to be at Handsworth Library on the 22nd of June. So that's where the idea came from. And it sort of spiraled, to be honest, CC. It spiraled out of control.
No, it's in control.
It's in control.
Do you know Vanley Burke?
Vanley Burke is one of my inspirations, so I love his work.
Now, you see, I was going to say, because Vanley, the pictures that he did were from sort of the 60s, 70s and 80s of the people, migrants who came here to work, whether they be black, Asian, Polish, whatever. He took photos of everybody.
That's right.
And I've been to his exhibitions and they're absolutely brilliant. And so it's almost like you are now taking over the next step of people. We've got a whole new wave of people who are here now from when Vanley started doing it.
Right.
So now you're taking the mantle of the people who are here now going through. So do you know what? I would love to see an exhibition of both of those together.
I mean,
it'd be like my whole life, just going through, seeing all these photos. It'd be wonderful.
Yes, I mean, to be honest, Vanley Burke, Polga Caesar, the whole of that generation have had such an inspiration on this project and my own work. And we've actually got another person from that generation. Her name is Sharon Duggal. She's the author of Handsworth Times. She comes from that generation of the 70s, the 80s, coming up through the Lascelles and Handsworth riots, having that political engagement. And she's actually written an introduction to the project, which I'm very grateful to her for doing.
Wonderful.
So, it's a lot in the project, a lot of exciting things going on, and we'd love to have people down.
So, Riché, what do you hope will come out of this project?
I hope that for those who go to see are able to understand all the different characters and colours that you can find, not just within Handsworth, but throughout Birmingham. I think sometimes just within life, you are just very much just focused on what you are doing, and you don't really know the story of the person who's walking down the street towards you. You don't know the story of the person who's sitting at the traffic light with you in the car. You don't know the story of the person who's getting on the bus with you, you know. And I think something that this project does, it really brings all different walks of life within Handsworth and around just together, and then it allows for people to go, to view, to hear their stories, and it's from different generations, it's from different backgrounds, and so it's definitely a great place to go and to just get an idea and a feel of what you can experience within Handsworth. And so I would definitely encourage people and those who don't even live near the area to even come down as well, you know. I think so often
it's such a cosmopolitan area, isn't it? It's wonderful.
Yes, exactly. And I think sometimes, you know, people stick to going into the city centre to a gallery, you know, but it's like we have this in Handsworth, such a vibrant place within Birmingham, you know, especially outside the Handsworth Library as well. So I think it's definitely something that people should take the time out. It will be there for 10 weeks, so you have time. You can't say you never had time.
How much is it to go in?
It's free for everybody.
It's free.
It's absolutely free.
It's free. Come on.
There's no excuse, and we're also handing.
Well, I'll tell you what. I mean, you know, holidays are coming up soon.
Yeah.
This is a good place to take the kids.
Very good.
Take the kids.
Yeah.
Educate your children of their roots,
Exactly.
so they can see, because you know, a child without no roots is like a tree with no roots.
Exactly.
So take the kids to go and see these photos. It would be really good for kids to be educated, and I think it'd be good for schools to come along and also see this exhibition as well.
Yes, we're actually working with a few schools, and we're in talks with the college as well.
Yeah.
So we're going to do some great photo walks, and we're going to really involve the local community, and we're also giving out free little photo books. So if you come down, you're going to get one of those. And there's also, on the opening day, we're launching it at a festival called JAAG Festival, and they're a Punjabi Pahari language and literature festival who've really helped us get this thing on the road, and they've given us so much support, and they are putting on live performances on the day of all the poems, all the songs, and this is the only place you're going to be able to see this work, so you have no excuse. It's all free.
It sounds absolutely fabulous. Now, Riché, you're head of comms and engagement. So, what exactly is your job? So, what have you been doing?
Well, my role was mainly when it came to the media. Additionally, I've been sorting out the translations for these different.
Oh, yes, of course, yes.
Because we do have each of them translated into 6 languages, which I think is
good grief.
Yes.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
It is. But we wanted to make sure that a wide variety of the community was represented in these, you know what I mean? So those 6 languages being Urdu, Pahari, Somali, Polish, Punjabi, and Bengali. So when you go...
Do you know how to talk some of those now?
Go on,
Multilingual.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that.
She's multilingual and she's not bragging about it. Like.
Yeah.
That is, I mean, that's just amazing that you've got 6 languages that you're going to actually translate all that into. I mean, that makes everybody feels really inclusive, doesn't it?
Exactly, and that's what it's about, you know. We want to make sure that everyone feels very inclusive within this, because that's also represented in the different artists that we have as well. They're from various backgrounds, but also when it comes to those who will appear at the gallery, we want to make sure that when it comes to, because we're going to have subtitles, but we want everyone to understand, you know. We don't just want a portion to understand, we want everyone to feel included. So that was a big part of this. So it has been a lot of work, but it's been really great. You know, it's been really great.
Absolutely fabulous, and I really do hope that, you know, you get the schools to come, colleges to come. I think people do need to come and see this, and local people as well from all the areas, surrounding areas. I think you need to go and have a look as well and just see what is going on, and you realise that, you know, you are no different from another person. You know, different. We all bleed if we get cut, don't we? So there we go. Yeah. Riché and Saj, thank you so much for taking the time to come in and talk to me about. Well, I dragged you in, but anyway. Thank you very much for talking to us about that. It was absolutely wonderful. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.